Yeah,
Hey guys,
yeah,
it's
yeah.
Brain
Hey,
here, and today
hey.
I have a story for you guys.
Sorry for
So,
your loss.
let's
Look
get right
at what
into
I
this.
bought. Paint like
So,
Bob.
today's story starts off with me exiting my school, and after I'm done with 4th or 8th period, which I had that fateful day, I waited for my friends. It was like a couple 10 or 20 seconds to wait so everyone got to our usual spots, where we usually just chill and hang out around there for a couple 5 minutes or maybe 10. And so as we exit normally like we would after hanging around the building, and we head towards the sidewalk, which was around the track of our school, which was pretty big and had the field to the right side as well, was the gate where you could go in. And of course, there's the bleachers right there for people who would watch the games of either football, soccer, whatever that was provided for the fields. So, anyways, we get towards the sidewalk. Me and my friends get towards the sidewalk, and we start to get around the exit of the sidewalk, which leads us outside towards the main roads where there's the left and right side where you could go left. You could go towards the other side of the street, which has a lot of homes and a few apartments, but that's to the right side. While on the left side has a bunch of houses and properties that you could go in and streets. So as we were heading towards that cross intersection towards the two lanes, we start to get over there, and we immediately see a van or car that was really loud with a bunch of loud music. It was band or rock, like hard metal rock, or either just rock or rap or something, but it was definitely pretty intense, and it was like really like emo-ish sort of. But anyways, as soon as the car started to approach us and was getting closer towards us as we were exiting the sidewalk's end, we immediately turned around, and I see this puff of smoke, literally a puff of whole smoke from inside the window, which had a lot of people in there, and I saw a vape, and the guy from the right side was vaping, and I think a couple of people from the back, from where was the right side of the seat driver, he was also having a lot of people who were vaping inside, because as soon as that guy opened the window, wow, it was like really smoky, but it was smoky, like not like in a fire way, but like there was a bunch of smoke, like if there was a smoke bomb that went off, or like a magic trick inside with smoke bombs. So it's like, dang, and like as soon as the guy clears out all of his vaping smoke, which left over thanks to the vapes, which acts sort of like a cigarette, but not with chemicals and toxins of the actual cigarette, less harmful, and instead just emits sort of like nicotine, still has some, but instead with less of the cigarette smell and less of the smoke, which you would usually get out of a cigarette. So as this guy just rolls down the window from the right side, which was the way we were walking from the right side of the sidewalk, because on the left side there was no other sidewalk. It was just more of a bunch of properties towards the left, because school shared a lot of properties. I was about to say something, but I couldn't hear it because I had my earbuds on during the walk, and I forgot to mention that I had it on way before I got towards the sidewalk. And I had it on while waiting on my friends because I was kind of bored, so I decided to listen for some music for the time being to wait. And I also have a routine which I enjoy is listening to music while walking home or while walking back towards school. So, anyways, I take off the earbud from my left side, and I didn't hear anything, but I did catch the laughter of everyone in the car, which was from everyone in the back towards the right side, but not from the driver, I think, because he was driving, so he had to focus on the road and couldn't take his eyes off just to, laugh at some other kids who were just, walking away. So, anyways, I just hear their hysterical laughter. And it was finally our turn to head towards the left or right to head towards our own individual houses. And right before we got to go our separate ways, the cars were in front of us. So we had to wait for the line of cars to go because we walked like a couple of minute or a couple of seconds, I should say, slower by like 10 or 20. So the cars eventually just won us, and so they had to cross. And one of the 5 to 4 cars that could cross, so we could cross our separate ways, was the Vape Nation guys in the car. So as the final one, which was them, they got to go towards the right. And ironically, the right was the path that I needed to go to head towards my house and just relax for the day. So, as my friends went towards the left, I went towards the right. And as soon as I was like midway to cross the street, because I needed to go a left, but I needed to go cross down the street instead of going a usual left. And I was about to cross, they opened the window again, and they let out all the vape and all the smoke that they have accumulated inside of the car they were in. And it was so, once again, cloudy and foggy again, that they let it all out, and it literally looked like inside of it there was a fire, or someone was making a fire inside. So I had to cross, but when I was about to cross, I couldn't because the fog and smoke kind of blinded my eyes for a bit, and so I was left there coughing for a couple of good 10 seconds. So I had to wait until they were gone, and then when they were going to pass me for like the 10 seconds that I was coughing, they started laughing hysterically. So basically, they ultimately decided to be jerks and just like throw out all of the smoke that they had from the vape and throw it at me because I was the nearest person, and they had to open the nearest window, which of course was the right, because if it was the left side, it would look like there would be smoking while he was driving. So of course he did probably get in trouble, and there's cops around the school, so of course they probably might stop him and be suspicious of it. But there was no cops on the intersection, so he could easily get away with it. But still, they just decided to do it on the side which I was about to cross and the side which I was on. So pretty much they did a dick move by doing that, by throwing all their vaping smoke at me. And that was the end of the Vape Nation jerks. So yeah, guys, that's it for today's video. So if you liked it, please give it a like, and if you're new, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.
I took that chance and you were scared to give me. Pick my own cotton, I'm rocking my dreams. Creative capital, shout out to my CD. Revenge of the interns, they copy my tees. Amazing.